Live. Good. Going live.
Okay.
So, yeah. There's a lot happened. Well, it's just a general chat. Yeah, obviously. Hello. Hopefully, I can't tell if my stream's going yet. I'm just going to pull it up. I'm assuming everything's going fine. Well, it's going to be recording either way.
And now it has.
There we go. Okay. How do I?
I've forgotten
how I get my own account up.
I see you on stream. Okay, cool.
Yeah. My channel. Oh. Got. And there we go. Yeah. No, go away. Where's my chat?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Welcome
there we
all.
go. Okay.
We're reacting to. By the way, it says DC Fandom live stream. It doesn't say State of Play. Just to let you know.
I did change that.
Didn't say State of Play, but we reacted to State of Play tonight, guys. So stick around.
Save.
Alright, let me refresh it.
Should be fine now.
Yeah, there we go. State of Play. Hey, welcome XQ28 Bash. How you doing?
There we go. Should be fine now. After you got a snippet of me editing my stream.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go away. Yeah, it'll be back shortly. But yeah, we are doing the whole 20 minutes of State of Play, which hopefully will be a good one. Let's not forget that the last State of Play, the last PlayStation Showcase, I recall it, had so much in it.
So much impact in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
In 20 minutes, they put out Spider-Man trailer, the Wolverine trailer, the
Knights of the Old Republic.
Knights of the Republic,
remake, stuff that we'd all wanted for ages. Well, not us DC Comics fans. We were left in the dirt.
Of course.
But yes, it was amazing for just like a general sort of gaming and comic book fan like myself. I'm very excited for so much that they put out in there, and that's just so. Hopefully, I'm hoping for a lot tonight. I'm
hoping for Gotham Knights.
Yes,
which is rumored to be
okay.
at State of Play.
Yeah, well, the reason for the rumor is that PSN, PlayStation Network, updated several pages like this week, which almost always indicates that they're going to be showing those games off.
Big.
I mean, Gotham Knights, I think that I've even checked, all it does is they've done basically is given a space for the trailer for a new trailer. That's basically it, and that is a very good indication. And now, when we had DC Fandom after our little chat at the DC Fandom event, I speculated, well, I hoped that we both hoped that they weren't going to just cut us off at that and go silent for another year. Because that would be one option. The other option would be that they just consistently throw out videos to build up to a release date trailer. And I think that's actually what they're going to do if it's there tonight, hopefully. Do you think so?
I think it's possible they might show a release date, honestly. That's my honest opinion, because otherwise they wouldn't be showing release to be determined, where before there was nothing where it says to be determined, to be confirmed in terms of release date or whatnot.
Yeah. Well, if it is there tonight, my theory is that it will be another faction reveal, and if that is there tonight, also we're going to get consistent faction reveals from now, possibly to a release date trailer at the Game Awards in December. That would make a lot of sense.
But plus, at the same time, there's another DC game that we might possibly get, which is that Multiverse. WB's
Multiversus.
Yes.
Which might not be the title. Everyone's reporting that as is definitely the title, or is that is a trademark that Warner Brothers Games has applied for. It just makes a lot of sense with this rumor. So it's not guaranteed, but seems to be.
And it's been developed by WB Games San Diego, not NetherRealm Studio.
That I didn't know.
Yes.
But I knew it wasn't NetherRealm. I knew it wasn't NetherRealm. They may be
I knew it was
helping,
NetherRealm.
but yeah.
It's going to be done by WB San Diego, which is according to rumors on Reset Era, which I took a look at, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, it's going to be done by WB San Diego," which apparently had a job listing up for a free-to-play game or something.
Okay.
So I was just like, okay, that's a bit interesting that the fact that there was a job listing for that.
Yeah. I might investigate that after this. If it's not revealed, I'm probably going to investigate that and have a nose around that studio, because usually that comes up. It's surprising what you can find out, especially in job listings, especially when you actually go for them. I mean, you often don't see the job listing news posts going up too much because no one else is reporting on them, rather perversely. And they keep on going up all the time, so it takes someone literally to go into those job listings for a specific developer to actually then write news about them, like myself, which I've done a few times. You just literally...
Yes.
I just literally get in my mind, I wonder what the job listings look like on like WB Montreal. And they said, oh, okay, they're working on a new IP for their next game. All right.
And XQB said if Gotham Knight is in the event, he'll spend $1,000 on a PlayStation 5. And then he just asked about the leaked screenshot.
Yes, welcome XQ28 Bash. Yeah, I am reading your chat message. We were in the middle of a chat, otherwise I was about to respond to it. But yes, we have seen the leaked screenshot. It's
the user, I think, is a pro player.
He's a Smash Brothers player. He's a pro Smash Brothers player.
Is he? That's interesting.
So it's probably been doing the rounds with him. I don't know if he was on it, posted it, but that screenshot...
No, he did.
Okay, that screenshot is from a video which has been taken down, and it says by Warner Brothers.
And he posted it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
the only reason they would have done that is if there was some sensitive information on there or something that they didn't want people to see. Or he used some music, which is also possible.
No,
they wouldn't go that far. If he just used like music or something like that, they might demonetize him. They would not pull the whole thing.
Agreed. Yeah. So I just think when it comes down to...
That's smoking gun now. That is it. It's a definite now as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's a definitely thing that game is definitely happening. It's a free-to-play game, and that game would definitely be coming out. Maybe coming out this year. Could be coming at the end of the year.
It could be announced tonight, because all these rumors have been come around very, very quickly.
And they've been hyping up for something,
Yeah, it's one thing to have some random poster on Reddit a week ago saying, and then getting backed up by Jeff Grubb a day later. But now all the news posts are starting to go out, and now we've actually got a screenshot of more fighters for it. It could be announced tonight.
Yeah, but he got a DMCA strike, just to let you know.
Wow. Yeah. Well, so hopefully not for us, but yeah. But it could happen tonight. I kind of don't think it will. I think it's more likely to be the Game Awards, if it's going to be announced this year, or another one before that. It could be years away for all we know, really. It could be really, really early development, and they just somehow got hold of that screenshot. But it's possible. It's entirely dependent on whether they get the controls right. And this was the thing that I think sunk PlayStation All-Stars. It never felt quite right to play.
JB Studios as well, welcome to the stream. He just said Gotham Knights is literally the only game he's looking forward to.
Not Suicide Squad? You're not looking forward to Suicide Squad?
I mean, I think it's basically because it's a shooter-based game.
Yeah, I can understand. I'm still really looking forward. I like shooters, and I like Rocksteady, and I'm hoping they're going to do something fun with it. I'm hoping they're going to do some sort of real neat twist instead of just making, say, Gears of War with the Suicide Squad.
I think I honestly feel, though, when it comes down to when it comes down to Gotham, not Gotham, when it comes down to Suicide Squad, I know even though it's next gen, I hope that when it comes to the PC part, that at least the PC port can run well.
Yeah.
At least, and they don't give us a bad port like they did last time.
Oh God, you just reminded me of that. I'm still probably gonna get my computer upgraded before Suicide Squad, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I forgot about Arkham Knight on PC.
Yeah. You gotta remember that, guys. The PC port for Arkham
I had
Knight
a
was
PC
bad.
that was way in advance
Yeah.
of Batman Arkham Knight at the time, and it was distressing to play that game. I managed to get it working eventually within like the first basic patch and the settings all thrown down, and it was so painful. And the fact that PC owners, I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the whole special edition with all the DLC content and the season pass.
God.
And I thought, what could possibly go wrong? It's a Rocksteady game. I'm gonna play all this stuff. I might as well pre-order it. I got a good deal of it at the time. But then the release came and went. They pulled it, and they also pulled the entire DLC schedule for PC. So I didn't play any of the DLC until like months later when they finally released it.
So XQC Ash there's no new look like Sony games this event, right?
Wow.
Yeah, there's no first party games for this event.
That's what they're saying. I of course remember Nintendo for their last event saying, "Oh, it's only stuff for this year," and they opened with something from next year. This is what Sony says. And
then JB Studio says, "I'll deal with Suicide Squad later. Right now, I just need some Nightwing."
I understand that.
Honestly, I could deal with some Red Hood. Like, I really need some Red Hood stuff.
I'm gonna play Batgirl most likely for the start.
I mean,
no one wants to play Robin. That's I really like Tim Drake as Robin, but no one wants to play with him. He looks. I don't like his outfit. I know you can. I know there are going to be different outfits you can unlock, and I'm going to unlock one as quickly as possible to play something. I really don't like that weird coat thing, his poncho thing that they've got him in. It's a neat idea, but no, it looks stupid to me. I quite like his Arkham Knight design. He was just totally fine with that. Yeah.
So, like we're saying, guys. So we're waiting for the event to start.
Yeah. I don't know if my one up there will update. I've just got it. The most recent video on there. I don't know if it will suddenly ping to life when it goes online. So let me know.
For me, I've got the page up, so I'll know when the stream goes up.
Okay, good. At the very least, if we get like about 5 minutes to it, then I'll update mine just to see.
It says CEST, Central Eastern Standard Time, I think. That's 11 p.m.
Yeah, so they're an hour ahead of us. So yeah, it's definitely 10 for us with UK time.
UK time.
I don't know about everyone else on the stream.
But regardless, though, guys, honestly, we're very, very excited. It's just amazed me that Dick Grayson has been around since the 40s.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
That's an easy thing to remember. That it's everyone loves Batman as a loner, but everyone forgets about the fact that Robin was introduced about 5 issues into the very first Batman run in Detective Comics. He was in
it just started.
Oh yeah, we're getting something at least. I don't think it actually has started, but it's popped up at least. For me.
I got 14 minutes 34 seconds.
Okay, maybe it's at the bottom of the screen for me. I'm gonna interact with it, see if I can see it. I'm
on the actual PlayStation.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Twitch page.
Wow. I'm just seeing state of play up there, but I presume it's gonna pop up. If it hasn't by like 5.2, then I'll do a refresh. Okay, I'm happy with that in the background for now while we chat. But yeah, Robin came about Batman issue 2 or something stupid like that. But there's only about like 10 issues of Batman anything existed before.
Yeah.
Robin just turned up, so that's how long he's been around.
And you got to remember, though, guys, this Gotham Knights essentially is a Nightwing game anyway, regardless of what people think. It's not a
It's not a
Batman
Batman game,
game.
certainly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a Batman game, but Nightwing, Robin, Red Hood, and Batgirl are the main focus of the game anyway. So you are definitely getting a Bat Family game, and Nightwing
Long
will have
overdue.
like his own story basically. Like he'll have his own
Yeah.
story arc, just like Red Hood and Batgirl and Robin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm excited for it. I
so
really am.
yeah, same. And I hope that the second game that we get from WB Montreal is
Oh,
Superman. I am still wanting that. I've been saying this for years and years and years that we should have a Superman game.
yeah. Oh, wow.
Oops.
Yeah, we'll see. let's hope so. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I'm yeah. I'm in a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah. But this, well, the multiverses thing is kind of a good
Yeah.
sign because it's a new game being announced. But then again, if it's a new game announced that's coming out in the next 2 months or whatever, that still becomes the worry that once 2022 is out of the way, what WB games are going to come along? Because I don't. I'm with I'm with a lot of people that say they're probably not going to sell any of their studios. They're not going to sell any of their properties.
No.
They're not going to do anything. Hopefully they'll expand or just throw the DC stuff out to other developers, as they should be doing already. But the question is, was there uncertainty about whether they're going to sell or not, and has that created a sort of like a moving bubble as well? So there's going to be a time when we're just not going to have any DC games announced or anything, because there was a gap in production where they weren't sure what's going to go on, and so that's going to hit us straight after Suicide Squad, and there's going to be a gap of, say, a year where we're not going to hear anything DC at all.
I think that gap might be for Injustice 3, though. I honestly think that might be it. Might be for the NetherRealm game.
It's possible, yeah. That might be what they're talking about, because I don't think there's any uncertainty now. But if there was uncertainty, say last year, and for the entire year, they were wondering what's going to happen to WB, and so everyone in that year was not making any new EC games or just halting work on things that hadn't been announced, or wasn't going to be announced by finished by the end of 2022. Then
so it's going to be interesting, regardless, though, guys. Like seriously, it's going to be an interesting 2022.
Oh yeah, next year's going to be great.
Next year's going to be great. And in terms of video games, yeah. But I think when it comes down to the movie side as well, because we got the Batman coming out, I think it has to align with that. Gotham Knights has to align with that.
That would make so much sense. It kind of has to come out in the first half of the year, and if it's coming out in the first half of the year, they should align themselves with the Batman, because why wouldn't you? Warner Brothers aren't stupid.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do it? Like, I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, of course, it's the Batman. It's Gotham City. So if you've got a game about Gotham coming out around the same time as the Batman, you're going to want to try to sync them up, even if they have to cut out a few things to do it. But yeah, so we'd hope around sort of March, April time. I mean, I literally have a video up saying, yeah, it's the leaked release date was April. Whether that's still the case, you would hope so. Otherwise, they kind of mess up a little bit.
Yeah, who knows? But I just think that when it comes down to DC has to show something big. They need to up their ante with their games.
They need an actual Justice League hero playable.
Yeah.
That's not just Batman.
Yeah, because the whole Batman stick thing, yeah, we get the fact that Batman's the most popular character in the whole of DC. We get that. But he's overused. It's boring.
Yeah, I am very happy that there isn't a single game out right now with coming out with Batman in it, apart from possibly this multiversus.
Yeah.
I want another Batman game, say another Batman Arkham game. Yeah, great, go ahead. But I would, before that happens, or at the same time as that happening, I want Superman, Wonder Woman, maybe Green Lantern and Flash, or a Justice League game. That would be the easiest shortcut for all of this, just to do a Justice League game. So then you can get Batman, you guys, and then you get all the rest as well.
But for you guys in the chat, what game would you, what do you guys want as a next DC game after Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad? What games would you want to feature? Yeah. Would you want a Justice League game, Superman game, Wonder Woman game, Flash game? Do you want or would you like to see like a team-based like Gotham Knights for Justice League, where it's like a full-fledged, you know, not as a game as a service game, but more along the lines of what Avengers, I'd say, and what's it called? Gotham Knights. By the way, is your things updated? Because mine has.
Mine hasn't. Mine still says it's offline.
No, refresh it.
Settings. Okay,
Superman. I don't. Justin says. We don't see Gotham Knights, which is, I'm sure I won't. I hope we see Hogwarts Legacy. Interesting. 2022 is going to be here for DC. Yes. Superman game by WB Montreal. XQ28 Bash wants that. I agree. Justin says I could see a Teen Titans game after Gotham Knights. Now that is an interesting topic to discuss, because honestly, Justin, like me and DC Comics Gamer have talked about this privately, is the fact that a Teen Titans game, you have to develop the characters for the Titans, like for each individual Titan. Like, how do they meet the Titans, and how does that go ahead?
Okay.
Like, but yeah, I think more single player games should be the case going forward. More single player based games needs to happen. Like, we're getting a Wolverine game. Like, why hasn't there been a Superman game yet? If the Wolverine game can be done, so can be Superman easily. I've been saying this for years. The Teen Titan game would be a way to...
I'm gonna pause the stream just a moment, guys. I'm not getting the stream, and it's really frustrating me. So I'm gonna have to restart OBS or something.
No, for me it's alright.
It says offline for me, and I don't know why not. Why it's not? It's saying live and offline at the same time, and it's really frustrating me.
Have you got the YouTube one?
No, I've got Twitch on. YouTube wouldn't let
me
on.
Go to the IG. What about go to IGN? The IGN will have it. On Twitch. On Twitch, go to the IGN website, the IGN page, and
that's working. Let's try the normal play. Are you watching through IGN?
No, I'm watching it through PlayStation.
Let's try that.
Superman next for 100%.
There we go. There we go.
Yes, Superman game next has to happen. It has to happen, JB Studios. I'm sorry, but it's like it has to be done.
Yes. Yeah. If it's not a Justice League game, it has to be a Superman game. Yeah. Let's not get too loud.
But by the way, guys, just to let you guys know, we will have another episode of Inside the Multiverse. We'll be recording ones this weekend.
Yes.
For you guys. We'll be talking about all the stuff about State of Play. On top of that, all the stuff that's been happening over the last week with the DC side of movies, TV shows, and video games. So yes. Everything.
We'll probably go into more on the multiversus stuff. We'll probably talk a little bit more about the DC fandom stuff. What we didn't exhaust with the actual videos. The Val Zod Superman rumors. I don't know if you noticed, but there was still talk online about how a lot of stuff was cut out of DC fandom, not just stuff that was stuff was shown in the Chinese one, but also there was literally stuff that was going to be in DC fandom that just was cut out at the last minute, including talk about a Smallville animated series.
What?
Yeah, and then that was basically talked about in like about a day later on either Twitter or Deadline reported it or something like that. It's kind of still early in the talks, but at the same time, I don't know if you noticed in the Smallville segment on DC fandom, Michael Rosenbaum, I think it was, ended it with "See you soon" or something like that, making it sound like something was coming, but then
He's
nothing.
like,
But then 2 days later, they said, "Yeah, Smallville animated series. We're working on it."
yo, that's crazy.
They cut that out of fandom. Then there was several other announcements throughout the week. Stuff like Brendan Fraser being the villain in the Batgirl movie.
Firefly, yeah.
Things like that. What was the other one?
The Black Manta movie?
That wouldn't have been a fandom anyway. But yeah, that's something we'll definitely talk about in the on the podcast.
Yeah, for the podcast, we got it's gonna be a long one though, guys. So if you guys haven't checked out Inside the Multiverse, there will be a link in DC Comics Gamers.
It's for you, Justin. Yeah, they're right by my side there. Superman Returns is okay. It's a good basis for a game, I think. If they with it back another year or two's worth of time on it. The Green Lantern game is actually really fun. It's a God of War clone. It starts out a bit, but then as you slowly get more powers and more moves, it gets really fun.
But you know what's the funny thing is? That Green Lantern game was originally a Justice League game in the first place.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did not know that. That's really annoying. But
yeah.
It's fun.
So the mechanics in that game were supposed to be for a Justice League game.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's not fair. That makes me even more annoyed. Because Green Lantern's one of the more difficult ones to actually do. So if they started off doing him,
they started off with Justice League, and then the WB was like, no, it doesn't work out. So they decided to scrap that and go for the tie-in movie based.
Great.
And it was the same thing for. It was the same thing for Superman. Originally, it was going to be a movie tie-in, and then they decided no, they couldn't do it. So they were like, "Oh, well, we do our own thing," and then they cancelled it because of the whole recession thing. So, and we've only got 40 seconds to go, guys.
Oh, thank God! Yeah, we're on the same timer as well. Yeah, I think so. We're not actually out. SQ28 Bash.
Yes.
The Justice League in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. They're all. I'm prepared to bet they're either Brainiac clones or the Suicide Squad won't actually kill them. But they'll definitely be controlled by Brainiac anyway.
They are controlled by Brainiac. So, I have that feeling that they're not going to kill them, but try and redeem them. So redeem themselves basically.
I'll be very shocked if they actually kill them, and if they do actually kill them, they'll be clones. We are going.
We are
ready.
Rated R.
Okay, straight in with the trailer. Oh, maybe not. No, not straight. I keep forgetting that they actually do a rating. Yeah.
Another spectacular show of guts, glory, and gore for you today.
Oh.
Shocking. Is this that EA thing? Or what? No, it's not. It's what the heck is this? It looks familiar. Well, I mean that in both a good way and a bad way.
Copyrighted music.
Your face on TV.
It looks like a game I think I'm familiar with, but it also looks like a billion other games I've seen before.
Go hunting!
like a few of the designs, but other than that, how would that work in a multiplayer?
Oh yeah!
Nah, this looks cool.
More interested. It's reminding me of what's that game that Platinum did?
I wonder what game this is.
Oh, I can't remember the name. It featured the guy from Mad World as a character. This is like a weird fighters arena type thing. It looks a lot like this, and I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, a little bit Dead Rising, but yeah, weird, same sort of weirdness.
Deathverse, okay.
Deathverse, okay.
Comes out spring.
Super Trick Gang. Oh no, I don't know those names. Okay.
That was your first look at Deathverse. Let It
Interesting
Die,
one to start off with.
coming to PS4 and PS5 next year.
Good start.
Okay.
Now, let's listen in on a recording session with We Are OFK.
Not out of this.
War. War sucks. In a world full
A deliberate
of
fallout reference.
where war is just doesn't have anything to do with politics or race or imperialism. Out there, we look to each other and to our thick arms.
You done?
And you're like, how did they get them that thick? Is this like an alternate reality where arms are just that thick, or are they robot arms? Our last hope is arms.
Luca, focus.
Okay, sorry, for real. PlayStation promo time.
Yep.
Nah.
I'm just supposed to introduce our band and the game about our band, right? Ooh, can we do something fun with it? Like, can we be like, why is it called State of Play? What are we, the president? What are we, the...
We've talked about these jokes.
Okay, what's the
Hey,
game
you.
here? I quite like the
Hi.
style, but what's
We're
the
still
game here?
driving.
What the heck?
Jay, I heard back from the mix engineer, and she's cool with getting song stems on Sunday.
Itsu! How's the PlayStation blog post going?
Are hashtags too much? I want to reach more people, but I don't think I trust people who use hashtags.
Itsu, you're the best at this.
Oh, yeah.
I just do things.
Carter,
chat
Jermichael,
working on it.
yeah. Jermichael, you haven't missed much, basically. A strange sort of arena game called Deathverse.
Give me one more run through and we'll
I've
take
not
a proper
seen-
break, yeah?
Okay, hi.
And then on this, which I'm not
We
sure
Are
what the heck it
OFK
is.
a new music biopic game.
Okay, what
about
they just
us,
said.
the indie pop group
It's an
OFK.
indie game.
It's a 5-episode series about how we started the band here in Los
Okay,
Angeles.
5-episode
and how
series.
So far,
It's an
we have
adventure
not
game. It's a
started.
Life is Strange.
You get dialogue choices.
It's
and
a Life is
texting
Strange.
and flirting, and each episode lets you play an interactive music video.
It's a
of
Telltale
new
game.
song from our debut
Okay.
EP. That's 5 episodes, 5 songs. And if you join our mailing list today, you get a life-size cutout of our whole band wearing nothing but PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers.
Oh, God.
No.
Nope. Okay, the cutout is still TBD, but We Are OFK is coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 in 2022.
And
The
PC.
future.
The future, thick.
You've already said, you've already admitted
We
that.
are OFK.
It's running on a PC. They said it at the beginning of the trailer. I love it when they do that. They said, coming out only to
Up
PS5
next,
and
the team at
PS4.
Young Horses shares a big update
Then they have to
coming
release a
Bugsnax.
press release straight after, say, actually, no, it's out on everything.
Yeah.
Ah, Bugsnax.
Oh, this was the.
Isn't this in the
cool
Sony game? No, it's not a
I
Sony
think
game.
this. I think this is. Yeah.
Or was it?
Did you all see that? Giant bug snacks!
Gosh,
Is this a first party game?
listen, a prehistoric
I'm not
species
sure.
somehow
I'm not sure
preserved
anymore.
at the bottom
Because
of
if
the
so, they
ocean.
lied about not having first party stuff in it.
Form an expedition!
Weird
Yeah.
eclectic game so far.
Bro? Has anybody seen my hat?
Snacks with hats? That's adorable.
Yeah, I think this is a PlayStation thing. So they lied about that.
I thought it was.
That's
Yeah, I
not
thought it was
all,
their
buddy.
own.
Ta-da!
Their own
We
weird
finally
little
finished
experiment
your
thing.
huts. So keep checking your mail, do some redecorating, and before you know
No
it,
games
this'll
that we
feel like home.
Well, rumours so far. Well, they've all been very
Not-
weird so far, to be honest.
Yeah.
Can we stop wasting time and get on with this expedition before I'm as old as Sheldon?
They're spending a lot of time on Bugsnax.
Ready yourselves! A cockroaches!
I've never played this, so I never will. I'm familiar with it. I know people do like it. Weird game. Big free update. That's nice of them.
Hey, Five Nights at Freddy's fans.
Oh no.
We've got a security breach.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, this is that. This one actually I am kind of interesting because I think this is the proper the proper game basically. One where you can actually properly go around in first person. I forget what it's called.
Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex is now closed.
Yeah, like that.
Nighttime protocols.
No, wait, I'm still here.
Lights on! I warned you! I warned you!
What? See, it's a little bit more free roaming, but honestly, it looks a little bit scarier than before.
You should be able to escape when the security doors reopen at 6 a.m.
And also, yeah, this is the same as the last trailer. It looks a lot more kid-friendly.
If there is another way out, I will help you find it.
A lot more colourful. Yeah, look at that shot. Yeah, that. This is very sort of like kiddie Five Nights at Freddy's. Which is understandable considering it's far more popular with kids than it is with adults. But now they've actually embraced that. Oh my god.
Please make your way to
Maybe
the
not.
front of the building, where you will be given novelty glasses.
What do you think of this, Justin? If you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan?
Where you will sign a legal disclaimer
I love the idea that you can properly look around in first person.
Awesome night, and we'll see you again.
But it does look very twee, very colourful.
Would you like to take a
Security
short
breach, that's it.
survey about your experience?
Okay.
Battle beasts and demigods in a challenging
Hello, Miles.
action RPG coming soon to PlayStation. Let's take a look.
You're in the wrong place. Oh, Death's Door. Interesting. This is not out on PS5 already. I know it's on PC and I've played it. It's one of the best games of the year.
Yeah.
A bit Zelda-y, a little bit Dark Souls-y, but if you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. Not a huge game, but it's very, very imaginative.
Death's Door.
Yeah. It's in PS5, PS4 already. Okay. Oh, obviously not. Okay. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Pre-order now get titles on. It's
Online
worth it.
opponents await
It is one of the
these
best games of the
multiplayer
year,
games
honestly,
coming
especially
to
if you're.
PS4 and PS5.
Ooh.
What was it say?
Multiplayer again.
Oh.
PlayStation Racing?
Oh god, okay, we're gonna get hit.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Nothing's Blondie. I shouldn't know that. I only know because they used it for Lego DC Supervillains. Not that well.
They used this in Lego DC Villains, yeah.
Yeah, they absolutely did. But yeah, so far we have not got any other rumoured games. I'm getting kind of distressed. Hopefully they're building up. They've been kind of disappointing games so far. I mean, I'm not asking every state of play to be mind-blowing, but at the same time. Yeah, fair enough, Justin. Yeah, I am intrigued by it. I'm more so than I have been any recent Five Nights at Freddy's ones.
It's a free-to-play game.
Okay.
Shatter all expectations.
What's that mean? Is that for the previous trailer or what?
Final Fantasy.
It's not. Look like it, but this doesn't look like Final Fantasy 16. Nah.
Oh no,
there's
Tekken.
Okay, no, this is.
You're welcome, Mike.
Huh. What's this? King of the
Open
Fighters?
beta.
Oh yeah, okay, King of the Fighters. I was about to say King of the Fighters.
Ooh. A new fighting game though.
King of the Fighters 15, I don't know. But yeah, fine, alright. Offline training, is that really a is that really a selling point, offline training? We were really spoiled with Injustice 2, weren't we? Like all these things that every single fighting game should have.
King of Fighters 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Open beta.
15.
Okay, open beta.
15.
Yeah, comes out next year. Cool.
Escape is futile.
Oh, this is First Class Trouble,
Looks like you're in need of your
which is out next month on PS4 and PS5.
Hi everyone, I'm Niels, also known as Bitterbird.
So how you
Hi
miss?
everyone, I'm Emily, also known as Norstef. Today,
It's
we're
a
excited to
social
share
deduction
First-Class
game.
Trouble
It's kind of
with you.
fun. It
First-Class
still needs
Trouble is
quite a
an
lot of
online
work
social
from the last time I
deduction
played it, which was
featuring
only
a
a
dangerous
couple months
cocktail
ago.
of difficult decisions and wacky possibilities.
But it's already leaving
Before you hop into
early
a match,
access
check out the
and,
range of customization options available to you.
and
As you
launching
play,
on
you will unlock
PlayStation
even
next
more,
month.
so don't forget to
and
come back to your wardrobe from time to
I
time.
think they're really hoping that will give it
Let's
a big
check
push.
out that recent match we played.
That was a good one. When the round begins, you'll be assigned a secret role of either a resident or a personoid.
So this is me, I played as a resident
Among
in this
Us,
game,
but in 3D
and my goal
basically.
was to reach Kane at the heart of the ISS Alethea.
And I got to play as a personoid. So my game was all about deception and traps, stopping the residents at all costs.
Great outfit that you have
It
on
is
Thank
basically
you. The most
a third
important
person
question
Among
is,
Us.
who can you trust?
No,
there.
it's
Yeah,
interesting
exactly. I
in
thought you
terms
and I were
of
working together.
like, you know,
I
cat and
right?
mouse type of thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes going with your
It
gut
does play
doesn't work
different
out.
from Among Us, obviously.
Dave.
Just the perspective
don't
alone,
have
but
that problem.
it's got sort
You
of a
sabotaged the
Bioshocky
option, well
vibe.
done.
It is
When
fun,
a system
but
is
yeah,
sabotaged or a trap
it
sprung,
did
this is
need a lot
good
of work
time
the
to
last time I
start
played it,
casting
so
doubt
hopefully
on the loyalty of the other
it's
residents.
progressed quite a lot.
Yeah, you had me so convinced. You did such a great job. I even helped you take him out. You really got
Just
me for this
killing
game.
people was
I never
difficult.
suspected you at any point.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
here
don't know
it
one
is.
time when did this bridge thing, yeah, and about like 3 people
Whether
wandered
you're a
over it, and
person
none
or
of for the
resident,
entire
your
time
social
none of them had
deduction
worked out.
skills and
I was
strategy
evil because
are
I
the
hadn't
key
done
to
anything
survival.
wrong,
Good luck,
and then I
everyone.
just like
And remember,
flicked the
be
switch
careful
and
who
killed the
you trust,
entire
because in
team.
First-class trouble,
Because they
cocktails
trusted
last
me
longer than
completely.
friendships.
Work
I was very
together
happy
to
about that.
avoid disaster when First Class Trouble arrives to PS4 and
Next
PS5 next month.
There you go.
PlayStation Plus members will be able to download the PS4 and PS5 versions at no extra cost starting
nice.
November 2nd.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's nice. That's a
Sweet.
good one. That's a good move.
Square Enix Final Fantasy. It is.
Is it? Troy Ace.
Scanning craft.
I think it is.
Galactic Federation battleship.
No, it's not.
Astoria. Weapons activity detected. Readying third
Starboard
strike.
thrusters to full
Is this
power.
Star
There's
Ocean?
no time.
No way!
Abandoned ship. All crew members get to an escape.
It has to be something. It looks like it.
It's not Final Fantasy for sure. Well, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Star Ocean.
Yeah. It looks
Oh.
like Star Ocean to me. Yeah.
Yeah, Star Ocean or Phantom Star.
Looking very. Oh, what was the Nintendo one?
Legends of Zelda.
No, the sort of more JRPG one. Looks like this.
Oh God, now my.
Are you quite alright?
I can't remember what the series is called.
Then it's help I'm taking.
They change the title every time, so I can't remember. they're called. Almost all the heroes in Smash Brothers. I've never played them, that's why I'm blanking on it.
Wish I
I
could
love
say
that
we're
outfit.
good. The Fed saw to it we aren't.
Yeah. I'm
The
just
crew of
refreshing.
Hades
Right?
needs you. Good luck, Ray.
You seek only to devour this world.
It's better than not be the last game.
Journey into the stars of
Yeah, 100% better
bring
than last
hope
time.
to the future of this world, Your Highness.
We're getting towards the end here,
I shall
and we haven't seen any of the rumoured games.
If humanity should persist as it has,
Literally any of
never
them.
will it find total freedom from sorrow.
I'll never believe any type of leaks ever
Should they
again.
descend upon us now?
No, it's not another Final Fantasy.
I swear.
Yeah.
Hardly.
The Federation ship by ship until there's not a damn thing left.
I don't think so. Oh.
Divine Force. Oh, Star Ocean, the Divine Force.
okay.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they were inventing something new.
Okay, so something new.
Okay, yeah, Star Ocean, fine.
Before we wrap up, let's get an update on the
Great.
eagerly awaited Little
Wait,
Devil
look.
Inside.
Great.
No Gotham Knight. Great, so there's no Gotham Knights on this.
No Gotham Knights, okay. That was very disappointing, that show.
Yeah, pretty disappointing.
I wasn't expecting too much from it, but at the same time, I was at least expecting something.
Yeah, I was expecting something as well. Like,
well, okay, so much for Gotham Knights. All right, okay, so now more worried about Gotham Knights. Great. Admittedly, I did.
Yeah.
There was something tickling in my mind saying that maybe then it's still a bit too soon after fandom, and they haven't teased it at all. Usually, WB Montreal won't shut up about teasing things. But yeah, still disappointing.
Any other day, Billy sets out on another
Especially the
job.
certainty of the rumours. Well, we'll sort of chat after. The devil inside this is the one game which they actually admitted was here. But they might as well have told everyone everything.
it could have been an email.
This all could have been, yes. I mean, yeah, there's a new Star Ocean, great. But this didn't need a little show.
Billy arrives at Cornfield Station.
I'll get more exciting
He
things
needs
about
to
this in
meet Professor Vincent,
emails daily
who should be nearby.
than this show.
Oh, there's an old lady up
I mean, there was a Jurassic World Evolution 2 dev diary earlier on today that had me more excited than anything here.
Sometimes to buy
There wasn't anything in it.
or
But
simply
yeah,
ask for directions.
so this show was a little bit unnecessary.
Agreed.
Yeah, they could have at least had some announcements in it that.
On
I mean,
certain
First Class
occasions,
Trouble, for
the
example,
crew
that's
is
been
available to travel together.
well advertised. Yeah, it's out next month, and PC owners have been able to play it for
During
months.
World
So
Map travel,
that's not
you
really
can
news. That
encounter
doesn't really work.
various events,
Doesn't really work.
some bigger than others.
Clogging up this show about it.
In this case, a flock of sheep.
No, they didn't. No, they said it was third party.
Yeah.
Square Enix could have announced Tomb Raiders remake sports since the 2015 anniversary.
Looks like they have arrived
Yeah,
near their destination.
they're never gonna do that.
Billy heads
And
towards
Mike,
a
to be honest with you,
mansion.
I was expecting something.
they said it was third party.
He's greeted by who seems
On their
like
post,
the
they said it was third party.
Well, they are
job
third
is to
party,
pick up a mysterious
but
artifact
at the same time, they're not
and deliver
exactly.
to Professor Vincent.
I was expecting some sort of
Looks
announcements
like
in
it's
here,
kept in the
really
mansion's basement,
interesting things.
leaving behind the
I'm not sure if Star
unsettling
Ocean
signs on the wall.
was an announcement.
Billy
I can't say
enters the
I
basement
recall
chamber.
having heard of that before. But most of the rest of the games have been
Well,
advertised
it
before.
turns out that the job is not going to be so simple after all.
And this is their big game, by the way. This is their big
Strange-looking creatures constantly
big final game of the show.
He is surrounded by a mob, striking and
Yeah.
sticking the blade into enemies to pull
Oh well,
and
oh
throw them
well.
around.
Yeah, the Devil Inside, which was, yeah, like I said, the one they
During his
advertised.
travels, Billy needs to resort to his survival instincts and make use of
I don't even know what's going on,
to survive.
to be honest.
Yeah, third parties
Often being
aren't all
exposed
indies,
to the
though. To
harsh
be honest with
side
you.
of
No,
Mother Nature.
yeah, third party means like big, well,
A
like Square
desert
Enix and that.
environment is one such place.
It could have been anything. I mean, and they're all releasing on PlayStation, so why didn't they use this opportunity? Was it all cut out? Was it?
This time,
I think it could have been cut out at the last minute for VGAs.
Yeah,
could have been.
All the things that we. But again, we've got another show that I've tuned into to
what will be their fate?
either streamed or whatever,
Billy throughout his
hoping for
time
some DC content, and we've got
imagine
nothing
what he
once
has to
again.
face.
Yeah.
Guess we're waiting for next DC fandom.
Or VGAs.
Oh, let's hope so.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think so now. I think they're just going to just release as is. I mean, we could get a release date trailer at VGAs for Gotham Knights. It's possible. I think it's more likely they'll do their own thing. I still don't know what this game is about.
Yeah.
It looked very Robloxy.
We hope you enjoyed this peek into what's to come on PlayStation. See you next time.
I mean, there was King of Fighters 15, so there was that.
Version, yeah, but everything else had been really announced.
Yeah, the big,
was that it?
Meh. Yeah, I think that was it. So let's do a quick overall overview of everything.
Right, okay. I'll leave that pause in the background. Actually, I could probably delete it off entirely.
Yeah.
Ah. Now, forget it. Leave it pause. Can't be bothered.
I can just...
I could probably do it.
Hold it like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, but this is a big L in honestly. I'm just seeing in the chat a lot of L's.
Yeah.
1 out of 10, 0 out of 10.
Yeah, what the heck was that, honestly?
I'm seeing a lot of that stuff in the chat. And...
okay, so yeah, not a single game that was rumoured to be there. And this wasn't just random made up on the internet stuff. This was based on things that happened before. These were all rumours based on stuff. Just the PlayStation pages have been all updated for trailers. And
apparently, hold on, just to break this news. According to James Sickfield, look, he just tweeted that now.
Oh yeah.
Based on the tweets post from WB Montreal devs, my guess that is we'll be getting some sort of info gameplay dump soon for Gotham Knights. Maybe Game Informer cover, maybe Game Awards. Who knows? Oh
yeah, Game Awards. Yeah, that's what 2 months away, a month and a half away. So. Oh yeah. Well, that's almost predictable. Game Informers, I didn't think about, but it is possible they could be getting something. But I think it's not going to be hands-on or anything like that. They're just going to be literally handed the stuff and then they'll release the trailers. They'll release the trailers online.
I'm just surprised that they didn't show the fighting game, which was leaked out today.
Well, I'm not too surprised about that. I kind of was honestly This show was I was expecting something from. I was expecting the last one had like Spider-Man and Wolverine and Knights of the Old Republic, and then you follow up with Star Ocean.
Was like meh.
Okay.
This was like meh. This wasn't like fire like the last one, which was last month.
Yeah, this was just kind of. This is all stuff that I get in emails every day. There wasn't a single thing there which I haven't had more exciting goes on just general YouTube drops every single day.
Like they could have done a video.
Yeah.
They could have done it as a video format instead of a live stream.
They could have just all emailed out all their videos just today and they would have been fine. But there wasn't a single announcement there, really, well, not of any particular interest. What was the point of doing that, honestly?
It's a big shame, like, honestly. PlayStation...
I'm just disappointed that Gotham Knights was there, but I'm also disappointed that like Final Fantasy 16 and Lord of the Rings Gollum and T'Challa and what was the other one? Yeah, Dark Pictures. The Devil and Me was supposed to be in there as well.
And Hogwarts Legacy.
And maybe Hogwarts Legacy, yeah, but all of those were just... But it was in favour of nothing, basically. There wasn't really anything there that justified a show of any type. So
it just mind boggles me. Like, seriously. Like, why would you update the page
Yeah,
for your
well,
PlayStation's
yeah,
website?
out of nowhere, if they weren't actually going to do anything with it, if they weren't
Yeah.
actually, yeah, for really no reason.
Yeah, Marvel fan, like seriously, we don't even know what the hell.
Yeah, that wasn't a show. That was a collection of emails. I've
Yeah.
literally seen more exciting things today in my email inbox than I have any part of that show. And this isn't private stuff. This is all stuff that you would have seen as well. Like, yeah, including First Class Trouble. I got an email literally about that, about it coming out on PS5 earlier on, and that was announced earlier on this month. So what? So what's the point?
What's the point? Like,
What's the point of any of that?
seriously, like nobody wants that. People want top tier third party game.
There are plenty of things coming out. Could they not have any sort of announcement? Just any? Did no one want to? Was this thrown together at the last second? But it's been what, over a month since the big PlayStation Showcase thing. So they must have had this planned. So why bother to have the show at all? Is what I'm getting at. Why bother to go through all that trouble and get people hyped up for this if they didn't have really anything notable to show at it, except for stuff that we already basically knew about.
Agreed.
And not even anything really interesting either that we already knew about.
It's like the only game that really intrigued me was that KO Fight. What's it called?
King of Fighters.
Yeah, the fighting game. That's pretty much which really piqued my interest.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else sucked.
I'm demeaning the games a little bit there. Like Death's Door, for example, is one of the best games of the year, but we know it's coming out on PS4, PS5 next month. They announced that months ago, and same with First Class Trouble. They're both been announced for PlayStation, coming out next month, months ago, and it's been streamed and talked about and reviewed. Trailers all over the place. Why clog up a show like this with stuff that's already out, essentially?
The thing is, State of Play are kind of known for doing disappointing things, though. Like, once they do one big thing, next thing you know, they do the next event, which isn't even that big.
Yeah, but I was expecting at least something from this, something remotely big. I mean, Star Ocean is probably the biggest thing in there. I'm not sure if that's even been announced already, because I don't care.
I think WB has to be more transparent with us instead of being less transparent in terms of
what they're doing. And they're just all they need is a CGI trailer for a Superman game, but they're hedging their bets because they don't know what they're doing. Really, they once they announce something, it's much more difficult to cancel it. That's the issue. That is the big issue. That is why it's taken them so long to announce these things, because they are worried that they're not going to go through with it, or it's going to be another like that Damian Wayne Batman Arkham Knight sequel that we should have got, or what WWE Montreal's Suicide Squad game that was in development for ages.
Which was going to take place after Arkham Origins.
Yeah, I mean that should have got a CGI trailer like years ago, both of those two games, but then they decided, nah, we're not going to do that anymore, and they got away with it because it wasn't officially announced.
And the fact of the matter is, the higher ups don't know fuck all with their games. Sorry for the language, but it's fact.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't know anything about when it comes down to video games. It's like, seriously, guys, get your shit together.
Yeah.
More DC IPs, more video games, more like DC, non-DC properties as well. Like, come on, a Matrix game in the same. You know, we could have had a Matrix game by now, and we haven't even had that. There's a Matrix movie coming out soon. Like, seriously.
Well, they need to start throwing their licenses about to other developers, is the short version. They are very averse to doing that right now, and they don't have enough developers to go around to make that make sense anymore. They keep their cards far too close to their chest now, and it's kind of biting all of us in the ass.
That's why, guys, it's like I said, when it comes down to so frustrating.
It was over a year of complete silence on Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights. I am never going to forgive them for that. And now then,
and it's just, they're doing the same thing.
They come back and they don't give us gameplay for either of them. I mean, I am confident that Gotham Knights is coming out. I'm confident Suicide Squad is coming out. But... Yeah, but... After that, I don't know. And why haven't we got gameplay of either of these two things? Well, we got gameplay of Gotham Knights, obviously, from a year and a half ago, when it probably looks very different right now. So why didn't we get that at DC Fandom? Why have we not... I was getting hyped up again, knowing that, we'll probably get a new faction reveal today. I was hyping other people up about it. And now... But this isn't entirely WB's fault, I'm going to say. I'm going to put a lot of the blame on Sony here for doing this show in the first place, because it wasn't just the absence of Gotham Knights, it was absence of anything whatsoever.
Yeah. Like, if they showed Avengers, right?
If they just showed the Spider-Man for Avengers, that would have been fine. That would have been something. We still don't know what he looks like. They could have thrown that in there. Square Enix were here. Why didn't they?
Never did it. And they never. This is something This is something Square Enix failed on. Square Enix failed to produce some sort of tease for next month. It could have easily been done, but no. Oh, we want to wait till November. And when it comes down to Gotham Knights, you guys have had literally. I know it's over a week since Fandom, and it's like you literally need something now. You need more content for Gotham Knights. Otherwise, fans are just going to be riled up,
Yeah. We're not necessarily talking about state of play right now. We're talking about WB in general. They need to start really sort of kicking up the marketing now. I know it's only been a couple of weeks since Fandom, and I genuinely actually wasn't expecting this. Why I was so excited for this, why we're streaming in the first place, because I thought they actually were going to really kick up the marketing a bit in an unexpected way. They haven't. But I still expect them to do more on the factions in particular quite frequently. But how frequently? I've got just my last video is all about the factions and how much I expect them to really sort of at least throw out one a month now, but that will take us up to February. if just the factions that we know about that are definitely coming. There's at least going to be 4 reveals between now and the release date. So I expected them to do them in quick succession and then have a release date trailer at the end of it.
I don't think it's going to, Justin. I don't think it's going to be the Spider-Man reveal. I don't think it's going to be for the Game Awards. I think necessarily it'll be out by then.
It'll be too late for the Game Awards because it's supposed to be out this year. So it's got to be end of November, early December time.
Yeah.
And so between now, of it.
So between now and VGA's, WB in Montreal have to put out a lot. Like, no 2 questions asked.
Yeah, I mean...
They've got to put more stuff out. If they don't, then...
I mean, I like James Sigfield's idea of a Game Informer cover, but the problem is they won't have played it yet. I highly doubt anyway. It's possible, but... so all the information they can give will be probably hands-off, in which case they might as well have just turned up at this and given us another trailer for the fans to get excited about.
It's like I said, WB doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, State of Play, it's kind of boring. It was kind of boring, this month. Last month was great. This month, not so great.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, And it's like, okay, well, if you're gonna do this every 2 months, where you give us something great and the next month you don't, no point of you doing state of plays. There's no point of you
Yeah.
guys doing that.
I mean,
Instead of that, you might as well save everything for the big events like E3, VGAs, PSX, PlayStation Experience.
Yeah.
Do those types of big events. If you did those, be at those events, you probably get more people attracted to your shows.
I mean, Sony is desperately chasing Nintendo with this, with Nintendo
Play.
Directs.
Yeah.
And they always have been. I thought they had, with the PlayStation Showcase thing from last month, they had finally cracked it. But Nintendo regularly wipes the floor with their Nintendo Directs compared to any other show. And this is a perfect example. The last Nintendo Direct show was like a week or two ago. That had a ton of cool announcements in it. And that's Nintendo. They don't have that much to go around, really. But they still had a ton of cool, really interesting, exciting things. And then you get this. Then this is the next Sony equivalent straight after it. And what was there? Half of it was stuff that was announced months ago, or people have already played for months. Like First Class Trouble or Death Store, as good as they are. And then the most exciting stuff is stuff like Star Ocean and King of the Fighters 15.
Yeah, those are the only two big games.
Yeah, I mean the Five Nights at Freddy's one, great, but was that any different for the last trailer we saw? It's just more of a reminder that it exists, and I think it's not out till next year, that one. Goody.
Yeah, and this is like seriously, they should have put out a tweet saying, this show is full of indies.
Just give a list of the games there, and then just have done with it.
Yeah,
there wasn't anything exciting there to justify
their actions. Yeah.
If they had just announced the entire lineup beforehand, people would not go away from this thinking, Sony, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. And there was also the leak of them saying, oh, well, we got PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 Pro. And I'm just like, okay, if you got, it's crazy,
yeah.
A lot of people are saying L's.
Yeah, total.
A lot of people in the Twitch chat are just like, this is a big L for PlayStation.
There was nothing there. Nothing that justified any sort of hype or show. Yeah.
None whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that's why,
I mean,
guys
Star Ocean or King of the Fighters 15 would have been fine in a bigger show. Just surrounded by other more exciting things, and go, oh, that's cool. Yeah, of course, Star Ocean. But as the biggest games in a state of play, no.
Like a Matrix game would be cool. A
proper one that's actually had some effort put into it.
Yeah. In terms of WB Smash Brother games, multiverses, we should call that.
Yeah.
That is happening. But I think they're saving that for VGAs. I think that's what's going to be the biggest thing. It's
it seems likely.
VGA.
Yeah.
I think
that will be a Game Informer cover thing. I don't know. If it's free to play, I don't know. They might just suddenly drop it on us.
Yeah, they might just drop it on us tomorrow or something and be like, "Hey, this was gonna be the biggest game of fighting games."
Yeah, you don't want Injustice 3, do you? Here you go. Here's a Superman game. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? Yes. Here you go. Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman. There you go. You can play them in a game.
No, guys. Seriously, I'm just like, no, WB, don't screw with the fans.
Yeah, this is we'll talk more about multiverses on the podcast of the weekend. But just to give you guys something to watch, because you probably came away from that state of play exactly the same feelings as us. Yeah, Multiverses, to me, if they nail the controls and get that sort of Smash Bros.y, whatever, feel, then I will gladly play that crap out of it. If you give me Smash Brothers, but with DC characters mixed in with other fun Warner Bros. Characters like Neo and Steven Universe and all the other mad ones, I will gladly play the crap out of it. But it requires them needing the controls are going to be the hard part, because that's what Nintendo have actually got nailed entirely, and hopefully this Multiversus will as well. But it cannot be the only DC game released
next year
within the next year. Yes,
it has to. There has to be at least 3 to 4 DC games.
Yeah.
There has to be.
Yeah,
so you got 2 big games.
Yeah, not their collectible card game, not their match-free RPG, which I'm still kind of interested in, but not their other mobile titles, not their other little things that they're throwing out here and there, not their Fortnite tie-ins. A proper DC game.
Proper DC games, like, like the whole, like the Injustice 3. What that needs to happen, without a shadow of a doubt.
A proper big budget fighting game.
A proper budget fighting game, like.
Yeah, Multiverses won't be good enough on that regard. You can't get away with not releasing Injustice 3 just because. They're releasing a fighting game.
The first funny thing is Justin says that I feel like if WB Smash game is a real. They will just throw Superman in it, call it the day, and say this is just Superman game.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
But it is real. It is real.
It's definitely
no
real.
question.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty certain it absolutely is real.
It is real. So, and I think WB are gonna fuck over the fans just because of that.
Let's hope not. But they do everything they do every day just justifies our cynicism. Basically, in them, they seem to be incapable of really exciting us right now, especially on the video game side. Whatever.
I tweeted out about like the whole Smash thing. I replied to Casey Walsh, who works for Geeks Worldwide, and it's got 447 times viewed, which is crazy, because I said WB San Diego, which is a new studio who are making the game, not NetherRealm.
Yeah, it's definitely not NetherRealm, I know that much. Yeah, but it's San Diego's a new thing on me, but I think, again, I'm happy to see it, but it cannot be the only fighting game that they release. They need Injustice 3. Even that's not enough for me. Yeah, and we certainly need to kick up the marketing on Gotham Knights in particular, Warner Brothers. Yeah, that Court of Owls trailer was. You can't leave that as is. You can't just leave it at that and then just move on and say, right, we've given them something. A year from now, we'll let them know the release date. No, they've got to really ramp up their marketing now.
Yeah, if they don't, then
This is all assuming it's coming out in the first half of next year, and if that's the case, they really have to pump the accelerator, pump the gas, and on the marketing the hell out of Gotham Knights in particular. And if it's not out the first half of the year, then that will interfere with Suicide Squad in the second half of the year, and Suicide Squad will be 2023. So yeah,
you know what? What really, gets me angry, but got me thinking. What if it was a mistake for them to update the Gotham Knight page on PlayStation Store and PlayStation Store website, and what if it was a mistake by them?
Oh, who knows anymore?
I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It goes for the same with the other ones, like Final Fantasy 16. I mean, why did they bother updating them this week if they weren't actually going to do anything about it? But You could let's go for the optimistic side then, and say that the reason they updated them is not because of this stupid state of play nonsense. It's because we're getting stuff soon. No one wanted to be part of the state of play really, and so they had to get a few small games to throw in it just to justify it. Everyone wanted to do their own thing and do their own reveal. So that's the more optimistic side, and that suggests we're going to get something on Gotham Knights soon. Yeah, that's the optimistic side, and Final Fantasy 16 and the rest of them. That's all I can say. Like, yeah. Hopefully.
Let's put it like this, guys. Honestly, let's put it like this. If the next state of play, whatever it will be, I don't know when, but whenever it is,
of this one, who cares?
This one, who cares? But it has to be top tier.
Yeah.
It has to be top tier. If they don't,
people stop tuning in. People stop being hyped. People stop caring.
Yeah, we'll stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin says Injustice 3. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I think they are just going to focus on the Gotham Knights.
Well, there's no reason why they can't have Injustice 3 as well as. I mean, they did. It's a very different type of game.
But just remember this, guys. Injustice 1 and Arkham Origins both came out in the same year, and there was a 6-month release date between them.
And didn't Injustice 2 come out around the same time as Arkham Knight, or was that
no,
way after?
No,
I think it was actually much later. But either way,
what else was there? Oh yeah, that's right. In 2016, the Telltale games were in the same year too. So it's like WB have got like different properties. Why haven't they done them? Just like the Wolf Among Us.
Where 2. Is that? Yes.
Where's that?
They've already announced that.
For months.
Yeah.
They've already announced it. Where is it? And now there's like this whole thing.
Now I'm not going to altogether blame Warner Brothers for the Wolf Among Us season 2. That's entirely down to this resurgent Telltale, who have yet to do much beyond release the Shadows edition of Batman the Telltale series, which was a black and white filter for the 2 Batman games, and that's it. And sold again for about £5.
By the way, guys, it just baffles us the fact that why reveal new DC games and then don't do any promotion for that stuff, right? It just baffles us. Like WB Montreal. Like I know Patrick Redding's working very hard on the game. I know the guy works really hard. Him and his team.
Oh yeah,
but but it's just like the team that are doing the promotional stuff aren't doing it much anymore when they're supposed to.
I think they love teasing things all over the place. They love obviously doing marketing for it. In many ways, they spoil too much because they let us know too far in advance. So that's the problem with these state of play things. If they haven't told us anything, it's almost pretty certain that there's not going to be anything because so there's less of a surprise. So that's why I was unsure about this one.
If there's no release date window for Gotham Knights by VGAs, very concerning.
Then
guys.
Worry, yes. I mean,
very concerning.
I don't honestly expect it to be at the VGAs because VGAs are usually brand new games. That's almost the point of them, but it's possible. That Injustice 3 and Multiversus are all possible for VGAs. In many ways, it's the last chance for Injustice 3, I believe. The
last chance, yeah. VGAs is the biggest thing that they've got last chance for that.
Yeah.
For Gotham Knights, Game Informer is the biggest thing that's
also possible. Yes. I hadn't even thought about Game Informer because I almost completely ignore them now. It's hard to work out what WB are doing. It's hard to plot their movements.
Why would they do figures for Gotham Knights then? Why would Todd McFarlane...
It's happening. It's all being sorted. But notice that they didn't announce those at DC Fandom. They brought Todd McFarlane out to talk about action figures, and they didn't show off the Gotham Knights ones.
Justin,
Yeah.
NetherRealm isn't making the Multiverses game. That's WB San Diego, which is the new studio.
Yeah. So NetherRealm, they may be advising, but they're certainly not making it. So they're working on mystery game, which may be Mortal Kombat 12. But yeah, if Injustice 3 is not announced at the VGAs, I think we can pretty much take as read it's not coming yet.
Yeah, then it's not coming till for another few years.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to DC games as a whole, there needs to be more DC games. If not, then they should just stop making DC games as it is and just say, look, you know what, start fresh.
Now, if I'm going to be try to be optimistic about it, my theory is that which I mentioned earlier on in this stream, is that there was a time when they thought they were going to be all sold off, say even up to a year, which is so we're fast approaching the point where once Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad are out of the way, that there's going to be like a big gap where there's no DC anything for ages. That may have already happened. That may have been why we got nothing in the past year. But we're still maybe kind of in this bubble now where they can't announce anything because they're still not sure about it, or just weren't sure about it for long enough. And so maybe at the end of it, they'll throw it out to more studios. Maybe they're in the middle of making deals right now. But the problem is making deals right now is we won't get the games for about another 5 years.
Just to let you know the image for that Hungry Box tweeted out?
Yeah.
That also got claimed by WB.
I knew I saved it, and I'm very happy I did. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. But if that's not a certainty, nothing else is. This is what we talk about. Warner Bros. Don't know what they're doing. They've just made it official. They've given the game away entirely. But if they had just said no, it's just rumors. Don't pay attention to them. It still would have stuck it as rumor. But now they've absolutely confirmed it.
They've confirmed it, guys, and now.
So now their hands are tied. They have to do something with it.
They have to do something. Announce it. Otherwise, well, even if they are developing Injustice, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That they don't want to drop announcers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My thought was for the last year, my thought has been that what should be happening, what normally would be happening, would be they'd be alternating between Injustice and Mortal Kombat, like they have done in the past. And so they're now done with Mortal Kombat 11 entirely, as they were earlier on this year. And so they should be getting ramped up to release Injustice 3, within the next year.
Mm-hmm.
But
and as far as release date goes for some of these big games like Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights, that has to happen sooner rather than later. If they don't, fans are gonna go right to the top of the development team and just harass them. I've seen that happen with many. I've seen it happen with many other games. Many other big games has happened where they were just like, oh, where's your release date? When is it coming out? You guys have said it's going to come out this day.
They're going to be getting it anyway.
Yeah, it just there's some little kids I have seen that happen where little kids are just harassed the devs.
Oh, it will happen anyway all the time. But at the same time, they just need to be doing more. They just need to be keeping us in the loop. They need to be giving us more to be excited about, especially on the video game side.
Yeah. They need to keep us going for Gotham Knights.
And then again, this is more stuff we're going to be talking about in the podcast, especially regarding to the Black Manta stuff.
Yes.
But they need to be sort of. They need to be not only confirming things, but also they need to A, think about what they're doing, and B, take ego out of the equation. Which, if Water Armada is fired, brilliant. And Sarnoff needs to go as well, and probably a couple other people. Get a good clean house in Warner Brothers, game-wise and film-wise, and so they can all start making sensible decisions based on what fans want and what will actually sell. I mean, simple things like what's going on, the tweeting that June has already been greenlit for part 2. Great. Just entirely based on like streaming numbers for HBO Max. It's only slightly higher than Zack Snyder's Justice League, and so why haven't they done more than that? Or then there's Joker and Aquaman making $1 billion, and there's Aquaman 2 and possibly Joker 2, but they cancelled an Aquaman spin-off starring Black Manta, who's one of the major villains, and there's going to be horror elements in it, and James Wan is known for, he created the Conjuring universe for Warner Brothers, and they cancelled it. What planet are they living on? It's obviously not to do with money, and that we make fun of businesses and studios for making decisions based on money, but when they're not following the money either, then it becomes matters of either ego or racism or something else in there that makes no sense whatsoever. And they shouldn't be making decisions based on that. Because if they're not making decisions based on like creativity or money, then what's the point of them as existing?
It's
as
crazy.
doing films or anything like that, or running a business or anything like that. Same with games. I mean, did they really think Damian Wayne starring Batman Arkham Knight sequel wasn't going to sell? Of course it would have. It would have had Batman on the box. Even if it wasn't Bruce Wayne under the cowl, it would still be a Batman Arkham Knight sequel. It would have sold gangbusters.
And it would have got people talking, like for sure. Some of the Arkham community might not have liked it, but some of the casual players will just play it regardless.
It's always the gameplay's fine, and it's still more Batman Arkham Knight style gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
The fans would have come, and it would have been something slightly different. It still would have been Batman. It just, but why?
I don't think. I don't think. It's like I said. The higher ups don't know what they're doing, and they're seeming to cancel multiple different games.
Yeah,
and they want to push out different games where they're looking for game as a service model, which is like asking people to pay for DLC.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going for. If the multiverse leak is legit, well, it is legit now.
Yeah.
If they are going for that route where you have to pay for such DLC, such as.
I mean, I thought they were backing away with this, and I'm hoping they're still going to back away with this with Suicide Squad, but they've had several games basically leaked or revealed over the last couple of weeks, which are all basically free-to-play live service games.
So honestly though, guys, this state of play has just been bogus.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Why do it?
But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm personally going to sign off now as we hit the 11 o'clock mark, because we're going to be me and Teladia are going to be talking in the Inside the Multiverse podcast this weekend, which will hopefully go up early next week at the worst. And that'll include stuff on Multiversus, Black Manta, the Valzod Superman stuff, Batgirl, and everything else from the worlds of DC coming up that's been talked about. And I'm sure we'll have a few extra words of rant about this state of play. But it was unnecessary. But I hope you guys enjoyed us chatting about it and ranting about it and talking about WB anyway. Yeah, we hope to aim to take. I think we were more entertaining than the actual show, to be honest.
Yes, we were more entertaining.
I think people have tuned into us, probably got a much better time than they would have just tuning into the state of play.
Yeah, it just says it all, guys. But like I said, hopefully you have enjoyed this live stream from DC Comics Gamer side. Make sure you do tune in for Inside the Multiverse video. Obviously, there's no link to the description for the Discord server, unfortunately. But if you come over to my side, which is on twitch.tv/TeladiaPlays.
Yeah, otherwise it's in any of my videos. Yeah, it's all in the description for literally any of my videos. Try to get one of the more recent ones that actually work.
Or if you come over to the Twitch side, you can come here and you can relax and chill. We can talk about DC and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, head over to the Discord server. We're both there, as well as several other people. Just come in, post a message, and we'll start talking about it because we're there all the time.
We talk about anything.
Yeah,
we talk about anything from movies, TV shows, video games, you name it. We talk about it.
Yeah,
and we genuinely are passionate people about DC, and we genuinely care about these characters. Genuinely do.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited about everything DC coming up. But I just want there to be more of it.
Just want to be more. Agreed.
Yeah.
So hopefully you have enjoyed this live stream on Chris's channel or DC Comics Gamer channel. So until then,
and we're hoping to carry on doing these now that we've actually worked out how to do it. So if there's any other trailers popping up, anything of interest, will at the very least to be me and Teladia hopefully covering it and doing reactions in the future.
Yeah, we'll be doing some reactions then. So until then, guys.
I think we'll do the VGAs as well. I think. Do you think?
Yeah, we'll be doing the VGAs for sure. Yes, 110% the VGAs.
There won't be anything there. Well then, now that we've agreed to do it, there's not going to be anything there at all. But yeah, okay. Yeah, signing off. Yeah. Thanks for watching, folks.